Right guys, it's Dorje here. Got some stuff to tell you.
Yeah.
Ben.
Rob. Yeah, we're really excited because the first ever proper new, second ever EP from Dorje is releasing on the 6th of November.
Second debut EP. It's gonna be sweet.
Yes, it is. It's really exciting. There are lots of Easter eggs in that audible goodness for you to absorb through your ear holes and any other hole you want to absorb it through. And I think you'll really like some of the little special surprises and secrets contained within its magical oral goodness.
We are, as they say in the industry, well chuffed with the EP. It's chubby, it's groovy. People that have heard it so far have really liked it, which is awesome. A few of you have heard the EP because we sold a few cheeky CDs on our last tour.
Yes.
But we wanted to make this video and say, guess what? It's coming out on the 6th of November.
Yes,
Boldly.
and if you pre-ordered the album from us, then the extra special wonderful good news, if you haven't already heard, is that on the 6th you'll receive an email and you'll get a free download for this EP.
I've listened to it far too much. I think Dave has as well.
Yeah, I've definitely listened to it far too much.
I spent ages mixing it.
It took a
It
while.
wasn't really that long, it was very
Condensed.
intense, like condensed amount of time, yeah.
It was quite funny seeing you two guys come out of the studio looking like corpses.
Yeah.
It looked like something out of King's Landing.
It was just very little sleep, like it didn't take a long time to do, it was pretty non-stop, relentless, blasting our heads full of...
But when it's like heavy guitars and rock and loud drums and cymbals, it does get a little bit tiring on the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think yourselves lucky that when you download this EP, you won't have to go through what Dave Beard did.
But I would recommend turning it up.
Absolutely turn it up when you put it on. Yeah.
It was all recorded in the Cove, and we used lots of juicy outboard on input, so it sounds nice and warm and large.
List the tech, Dave, list the tech.
Well, we used the distressor on the snare, which sounded awesome. 1176 on the kick, 1176 on a ribbon mic, room trash thing, and 1960s.
Yeah.
Rebus, graphic, no parametric, equalizer on the overheads, some drummer compression on the toms, an SSL G bus compressor on the main bus. So that's drums. There was distressor on the bass as well.
And the vocal.
vocal.
Yeah. Everything was distressed.
We used a lot of cool stuff, you know. We used
good.
loads of different Marshalls, Oranges, Victories.
Yeah.
We used Panama cabs.
How many
Victory
guitars?
cabs. We used
So many
guitars. Like probably about 20 different guitars, maybe.
3 voices.
Yeah. We did all sorts of stuff.
And then there's loads of stuff that me and Beer got creative with, doing little glitchy stuff as well.
I just remember that really funny thing that happened. You know, when we got that small DW snare out for the Aromancy. So like, we've redone Aromancy from scratch, and it sounds epic. And the middle 8, kind of weird bit, we used a different snare, and that snare is beautiful, but it's been kicking around in mine for quite a while, and I hadn't used it since the last time we recorded Aromancy.
No.
And we put a little splash on it for like really... I know we didn't warn about, that's a different thing. But anyway, we got the snare out.
That was a great story, Ben.
It was great, wasn't it?
I'm really happy you
Let me finish the story! It's really good! So we got the snare out, put it on the snare stand, and it hadn't been touched or tuned since when we did Aromancy, and I hit it to tune it, and both you guys in the control room went, "Stop! It sounds perfect, don't change it." And so we ended up like not even touching it or retuning it from the last time we got playing.
So DW drums, your drums are incredibly well
they hold
stable.
Yeah. And you should give Ben a deal because he'd really like that, and so would we. A lot of people ask me why we bothered re-recording Aromancy, and I think the answer from my side, if I may, is that to be honest, I wasn't really happy with the vocal version on the first version because I just learned how to sing and I didn't really...
You wanted to do it justice?
I wanted to do it justice, man. And we absolutely did it justice this time around.
Yeah.
Can I tell them about the intro? Or are we going to save that for the...
because we're going to do a running commentary.
Yeah, we're going to do a running commentary on the EP at some point, just to tell you all the little things we did here and there, the kind of the hidden tricks and things, and it's going to be quite cool. once the EP comes out. But basically, I love the ending of Aromancy. Is my favourite part. Not that it's ended, but just the way it ends. Yeah.
But we sincerely hope you enjoy it, and we would like to thank you greatly for your patience and excitement towards this project, I suppose.
Yes.
And we can't wait to continue writing and playing more shows and bringing more music to your ears in a lot shorter amounts of time than the last 2 years.
Yes, it's been a bit of a crazy run for us, because not only did we all relocate to a new place and get married and girlfriends and stuff, but also we picked up management, quite seriously good management, and it's restructured and aligned everything that we do, and so basically that's why things have taken a bit longer than we'd initially thought.
But now we've got management, things should happen quicker.
Much quicker.
The Dorje ball is officially rolling.
Well, my ball doesn't roll, but I know what you mean.
Full steam ahead.
That would just be painful.
That
It would be very
horrible.
painful.
Rolling
And,
It
balls.
just like rolled.
I just realised I left my coffee all the way over there.
That's terrible news.
I know.
Coffee fail.
But the better news is that we're writing new stuff already. So we have this EP about to come out.
Did you just tell them about?
You shouldn't have told them about
Cut. So the even better news is that we're writing new stuff, and we got in the room the other day. I've had a couple of sessions on something new. No more details there, but the writing train is rolling for when we get back on the road.
To be fair, we find writing fairly easy because we've got Rabia.
Beer's great at writing awesome tunes and riffs, and then we make it sound fat.
Yes.
But so just to be clear, people that have pre-ordered the album over the last few months, when the EP comes out on the 6th, you will get an email with a link for a free download, and you will also receive something else further down the line, which I can't say just yet, but trust me, you'll be happy.
And also, 2 seconds silence for Ben, who's just sat through the Red Wedding.
Game of Thrones. I've been late to the show. Haven't seen any Game of Thrones
Very
the last
late.
3 weeks. Watched the first 3 seasons. In case any of you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but something happened at the end of season 3 with a wedding.
That ruined Ben.
I think everyone has seen Game of Thrones
I
except
think
you.
you're the last
Am I?
person.
Am
Yeah,
I?
you're
Okay.
the guy.
I've
We
not had a
found-
TV for years.
Yeah,
it's
true, isn't it?
I mean, I came to have a, finished work late, sort of did my stuff, sat down with a chilled, nice beer, I was like, I'm going to watch the next episode of Game of Thrones, and ruined my night's sleep, really. It was that horrific. I was very sad.
I got some questions for the general public out there. What do you think of the new room? Is the first question. Next question is there any other kind of video you'd like from the 4 of us? This is something that we could do regularly. So if you've got an idea for something you'd like to see us do,
That's a bit of a dodgy question.
not necessarily, Dave. I know the room may look like it's a certain kind of room from a certain kind of video series that I have no affiliation with or knowledge of, but it's not. So yeah, just let us know any ideas and feedback and stuff. Well, that probably wraps it up from us. I've been Rob.
I've been Rabia.
And Ben,
Bye guys, see you later.